Anthony here for Signal by Sony at CES 2013. They're still setting up behind us. Please excuse any construction noise or weird things happening in the background. I've got Amy here from the digital imaging team, and you guys don't just show off current products that are coming out soon. You guys also show off concept stuff here at CES. So you brought a couple concept products for us.
Yes, obviously there's certain trends. You know, a couple years ago it was high def, and then it was 3D, and you know, this year one of the big buzzwords around the show, you know, just from what I'm seeing and hearing, is 4K.
Sure.
So, you know, we're a camera company as well. We've done high def, we've done 3D. How about a 4K camera?
I would love a 4K camera.
Yeah.
Thank you for
How about
asking.
this one?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
yes.
no, I can't give this one away. But this is a prototype 4K camera. So what's nice about this is we did introduce 4K on the broadcast side of things in 2012. But there are the needs for a non-professional to have 4K. You know, a second camera, backup, you know, wedding videographers, that sort of stuff, that maybe they're just starting to get into it. So we want a consumer level 4K camera, something that's not in the broadcast realm that, you know, requires a degree. So we'd like to bring 4K into the masses, basically.
How conceptual is this, and how much real technology is this at this point?
It's mostly conceptual, you know, because obviously 4K is different than 3D, it is different than regular high def, so processing and lenses and all that stuff needs to change and adapt. Obviously, being broadcast cameras that we have now, some of that will trickle down into consumer. So we have a good base on it. It's just, you know, what is the consumer specifically looking for?
Is there a timeline for consumer 4K?
Not right now.
Okay.
No, like I say, it's just conceptual, but you know, you've been here before, you see a lot of stuff, you know, that last year was conceptual and this year it's, you know, line wide. We have multiple models of certain things, so things move really quickly now in consumer electronics.
And you have one more product. I'll just hold on to this 4K prototype camera for you.
Thank you very much.
Put that in my bag.
And this is a prototype piece, but it's building off of something we already have right now. And last year we introduced digital recording binoculars at the show, and you know, we still have those. Very cool for sports, for, you know, nature lovers, birding.
Vigilanteism.
You know, various things. We do a lot with legal and law enforcement with them as well. But these are, you know, just in looking at this model, which is a prototype as well, these are not for sale, but considerably smaller and lighter. Just like the previous models, they just shoot 3D, they shoot 2D, they shoot standard def, they shoot stills. The beautiful thing about digital binoculars is we can incorporate things like optical image stabilization, which most binoculars don't have. So when you're, you know, zooming in at distance, you can actually see what you're looking at instead of just a lot of blur and jumble. So
what's cool is even though you don't know a lot of technical specs, you can just tell by looking at it a lot of the technology that you're already thinking of putting into it, right? So we've got G lenses here. We already talked about it would have the OLED, EVF.
Yeah, GPS.
Yeah,
it's got a shoe on it for putting on lights or mics or things like that. So, you know, it's
HDMI out.
Yeah.
You can sort of see everything, and this definitely is. I can tell you're going for like a much lighter and smaller form factor than the 3 and 5.
Yes, considerably, and it still is 3D, which is, you know, the really cool part. It's not just high def; it is 3D.
And so when will we see something like this, the evolution of the digital binoculars, trickle down into stores and become like a real product?
Well, like I said, we currently have the DEV 3 and 5 out, so this is just going to be a continuation of it. Specific time frame, I can't really tell you. I wouldn't say it's too far off.
So the stuff you brought today was concept stuff, but of course there is a lot of new handycam stuff on the floor too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What are we going to see at CES?
We have projector handycams, 5 different models. This year, the brightest projector is up to 35 lumens, which, considering it's a tiny little camcorder, is very impressive, and that's up from 20 last year. But the one thing that everybody said when we showed them projector handycam is, that is so cool. Can I hook up my, you know, insert product here to it? And the answer was, you know what, that would be really cool, but you can't. Well, this year you can. Multiple projector handycam models actually have an HDMI input.
So you can put anything you want in and use it as a regular projector?
Yeah. You're traveling, you know, you want to watch a movie in the hotel room, but you can't hook up to the TV. You know, hook up your phone to your projector handycam. You have a business meeting to do, and you know the projector they give you only projects in one color. You know, you've run into that a few times. You know, you just hook up the camcorder to your computer via HDMI, and now you are like a one-man show or one-person show.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
very,
awesome.
very cool technology.
Thanks again, Amy. Remember that we have tons of exclusive first looks here from the floor of CES. You can follow everything we're doing at youtube.com/signal. Everything Sony's doing at CES at sony.com/CES. And if you have any questions or comments about anything that we're covering here, tweet at us with the hashtag SonyCES.